I am afraid that this would not be enough really to express what is in my heart. You know, my co-workers in government, I hate, it leaves a bad taste in the mouth to be talking about corruption and graft, especially among, well, at least the educated and learned people, and especially so about finances and money, revenues. Ayaw ko sana. Pero kaya lang, I am not in front of an incorrigible crowd. I know that most of you are honest. Otherwise, we have not collected this huge amount. Alam ko yan. I grew up in a bureaucracy and I started as at that time, the 7th Assistant City Fiscal of Davao. And ano rin ako, climbing up to the second spot eventually before I became mayor. So many years of sacrifice. And again, in that office and every other office in government is a veritable ground for corruption. Nandyan yan eh. And it starts from the top. Ako, sinasabi ko sa inyo, whether you like to believe it or not, papers about transactions in government do not reach my desk. I only sign appointments and security matters and keeps me busy all the time. Lahat yung mga, whatever be department, it stays there. And I have given the authority to every cabinet member to decide and to use his own talent to protect the interest of the nation. Walang contract, either yung mga railway, MRT, no. Walang umaabot. Baski tanungin mo, and I do not call a cabinet member. And you can ask them, and even Cedar, who's a good friend of mine, I have not for the life of me even called him once. Kita ko siya yung was inducted into office, and that's about it. And so Mr. Dolay of the BIR. Alam mo, Sunny of magtaka kayo kung bakit na, but I will answer it in full detail and with a good explanation later on. But kung bakit maraming, sabi nga nila, militarize ang civilian bureaucracy. I will give you the answer maybe in the future. But for now, let's just say that I need them to run the government faster and more to my liking and immediately done. Ito sila, they are not strangers to me. They are not my kababayans. Some of them or most of them are military men who during the years of their in the career build-up, they happen to pass by or sojourn Davao City. Because I was the chairman of the Peace and Order Council, mas expanded yung rapport ko sa mga military. Hindi ko yan sila kilala noon. But nakilala ko sa, for example, like Sid started as a second lieutenant right after his PMA days. I was then a vice mayor. And I became mayor for 23 years. So lahat yan sila. Si Koy, lahat dito. Moreno. Nakilala ko lang yan sila along the way in my mayorship days. And yung iba naman sila, Dolay, Belio, they were my dorm mates. And karamihan sa yung ano namin, sa floor namin, almost all Ilocanos. Kaya karamihan for Ilocano ang naging barkada ko. But when I was choosing the men and women to run this government, I remember them for their goodwill and honesty. The innate basic honesty of a person. May estudyante lang kami na, dulay na. So I could more or less had a glimpse of the values of that persona. Sid eventually became, but I chose him as chief of police, then the regional commander, and his penultimate position was that of operations of the PNP. And so with the others. Pero wala ko kaming na baka sabihin ninyo, nagpapalakas ako sa military. I've been telling the military, I do not need your personal loyalty. Far from it. Your loyalty should remain only to one specific thing. And that is the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. And it symbolizes, it's an abstract thing actually. Not everybody understands what's written there. But the flag represents that union. Remember that we are not blood brothers. Well, as a Filipino, maybe as a race, yes. But magkakaiba-iba to. With different dialects, minus, idiosyncrasies, lahat. Hindi tayo magkakilala. But once upon a time, whether it was a Ford-Hartley decision or not, our forefathers decided to write a constitution that binds us. Now, it might not really be the perfect constitution. As a matter of fact, it has so much, there's a room for improvement. But then again, as we continue in the nation building, which was started many, many centuries ago, we just have to make something out of it during our generation. And your generation is really to take care of the next generation. That is included in our duty. To pass on the values, whether good or bad, to the next children. And maybe, pero wala na tayo doon. Ako sabi ko sa mga anak ko, hanggang anak lang ako. Huwag na ninyo akong bigyan ng trabaho na to the grandchildren. Of course, I love them. But my worry is only how they would live out life as it is presented in this planet. Hanggang anak lang ako, sabi. But during my time, there are things which are really bothering us. And almost always to the critics, and I accept their criticism. This is democracy. Accept their evaluation of things vis-a-vis with mine. I was not the one who declared drug problem as a national security threat. It was Gloria Arroyo. So from there, I don't know, but I am not trying to belittle Aquino, but his role just went by para sa akin in a flash. It's now past tense. Ang nagpaiwan niyang deadly toxic, it has reduced, and even if there's a conflict in the figure of 10,000 o 1,000 ang namatay. O sabi ko, kay Santiago yun For a PDH says that it has reached 3 million. Kay panahon ni Bato, sabi niya 1,000,004. But it is really 101. You know, it has reduced my country, some of the citizens, to slavery. They are slaves to a chemistry that is very lethal. And for those unbelieving, the so many crimes and the many victims, innocent ones, rape, children, and even a 6-month-old baby being raped. That could be done by a crazy person. Ansiyabo had a great contribution to that. But when I was mayor, I said, and it was during Sid's time and si Batong, pati si Koy, they were, sinabi ko sa kanila, when I was mayor, I'm building a city. I am not a policeman, I am not a soldier. But do not destroy my city because I love the people and the people. You do it and I will kill you, destroy you. And that statement is intended for the human rights people. When I became president, I said, I am not a military man. I am a general. I'm just an ordinary worker in government. Pero ang problema, the task is on my lap and I have to do something about it. So sabi ko, huwag mong sirain ang bayan mo. Kasi putang inapapatayin talaga kita. Huwag mong patayin ang mga anak namin. Kasi yan lang ang pag-asa nating lahat. Except for those guys who own those, yung gustong bumili ng mga yung sinira, pati yung mga brand nyo doon sa Davao. Okay yan sila. They do not need government. They can buy government. They can buy their security, buy all the things that they need, luxury or otherwise. How about the poor people? Hindi nila kailangan ng gobyerno. Yung mga taipan dyan, they can provide for own security. They have so much money to live comfortably until kingdom come. Tayo, kayo, ako. Why are we working here? And how much do you expect to receive at the end of your productive life when you retire at the age of 65? Magkano? Ako, maybe pegged to the highest salary, 3-4 million. Justices, mas malaki yan sila. Ordinary empleyado. What, 1-2? Policemen. Mabuti lang dinubli ko yung sweldo nila. Ilan pa kuha lang nila? 800,000? And they retire at the age of 56. Strong enough to pull a truck. Tapos they wait out until they die. At the age of 50, papasok na lahat. Diabetes, hypertension, lahat na. Kidney. Espiritu mga sundalo, halos sira ang kanilang kidney. I don't know why, but it's the popular disease that they would like to acquire. All of them halos sira ang kidney. Siguro, inom dito ng tubig, yung inom doon. Baka inunom ninyo yung ginamit ng babae sa ligo niya. Tapos, I increased the pension of the SSS, senior citizens, 1,000. Is that enough? If you get for another 10 years, would that suffice? To buy all the medicines? Who pays for your hospitalization? Who pays for your meds? Who will spoon feed you? Sino magluto sa luga mo? Who will wipe your body with a towel and a hot water when you are already bedridden? And you think that you can live by that pension that the government is giving? So what is the secret? The secret is we work hard, educate our children, just like my mother. And when she's on the sunset of her days, we take over and we take care of them. Otherwise, mga muhi ka dyan. And there are people who just abandon their mother and father just like that. And even in a family of 5, nobody wants to take it. Ganon ka-ingrato minsan ang tao. And so itong drugs na ito, it's about, palagay na natin 1,000 ba? I will not debate with, wasting my time with, sabi nila 1,000, 1 million. Yung kay Bato. That one, it's a joke. You have 1 million people craving for a drug to have the fix for the day. And kung walang pera, they go about killing people, hold up dito, hold up doon. And when they go crazy, they rape children, they rape families. Tapos, the latest one, a 6-month-old child. The last killing, sabi ko, sa Bulacan. Inuman, it always starts with alcohol ng Shabu. Pag Shabu yan, maghanap yan ng beer, tanduay. Kung loko-loko na yan, gumagano na, they go to a house, rape the blind mother, rape the daughter-in-law, killing the 14-year-old, pati yung 1-year-old, pinakialaman pa, pinatay. Sino maligayahan yan? And you want me just to respond to Mayor, what can you say about the killing? It's a very stupid question. Whatever. So let's say, baski sa Davao, what is your reaction? How am I supposed to react? And you do it every day. Mahirap na yan. Diyan tayo hindi magkaintindihan. Military, I am not asking. It will be military and the police and all of you. You will see to it that the Constitution is followed. That if I overstay, even for one day, you are supposed to oust me, place me under arrest for violating the Constitution. And there will never be a time that I will ask you, you prop me up as a dictator of this country. I have enough politics. I have experienced all the accolades of my life. This would be my 40th. I never lost an election. I've been elected 8 times as mayor in my city. 1 term as a congressman, another term of being vice mayor to my daughter, yung mayor ngayon. And itong pagkatapos nito, I would have served government for 40 years. Itong mga gagong ito, dictator, and even the mga edukado, akala nila sila lang ang may delikadesa, sila lang ang bright, sila lang kasi ang mga nag-aral dyan sa mga mahirap ka. How poorly you look at your other fellow men. And you think that you are bright, pa-English dyan. Hindi ko maintindihan yung buhay. Pero I would be happy. Tell you what. Listen to me very carefully. The only singular and sole reason why I am hurrying up the federal setup is I'm telling you now as your president na pag walang different structural changes dyan sa Mindanao, the more people will go to war. And believe me, because my grandmother, si Maranao, hihirit talaga yan. And when that time comes, of course, they have opted to remain in the talks. I thank Allah for that. That there's enough sense left in them. But kung walang maibigay tayo, and because they were well ahead in Mindanao ang Islam by almost 90 years before Magellan came here and fucking our own country, under them for 400 years, plus the Americans for another 50 years. And it was at that time, pagdating nila ng Amerikano and Espanyol, Mindanao was already Islam. So when the Americans allowed the exploitation of Mindanao, they copied the homestead style sa Amerika. Yung go west, young man, because there's a lot of land ahead of you. Dito, we forgot that there were already the Adams and Eve there. So modern times, sabi nga ng libro, and the living past, that spirit is living past. And modern times, sabihin nila that is 300, 400 years ago, it ain't matter. Kasi sila feel that they are oppressed. They see the government of the imperial Spain as the head of that government, the head of the tail of this government now. It has always been monopolized by the Christian. Power has been concentrated in Manila. In a war, the Moro people or the different tribes there are not our enemies. They are our brother Malays. But in a war, your enemy is my friend. So, the ISIS has gained a foothold in the southern part of the Philippines. It's a mix. But it has never been a question, issue of religion. It never has been. But it's turning to be an ugly one. And I think it's... kasi nandito na, the Syrians, the Arabs, because they are the white Arabs, there are the dark Arabs, a lot of Indonesian and Malaysian terrorists there. Just waiting to, you give them the slightest reason. That's the only thing. It has nothing to do with perpetuating in power. I guarantee you, if they're able to perfect it in 2020, and if they calls for an election of a president, I will step down. That is my guarantee to the Filipino people. If you can perfect the federal setup or any other kind of structure that could prevent a war, violence, bloodshed, I will go down. If they can do it in 2020, I will not wait for 2022. I will gladly step down. That is my commitment to the military, to the police, and to everybody. Yan lang. Do not listen to those idiotic, mas marunong. Mas akala nila may prinsipyo kila kay sa atin. I would not have survived 22 years as mayor, 4 years as a congressman. I could not have helped my children being... Yang pulong na yan, ganito yan. Yan my son, at the age of 18, nagtanan yan with a Muslim lady whose mother was in Maranao and whose father was in Tausug. And the lady, the first wife, was 24 years old. Sumama yung bata at hindi na kami nakita for 5 years. Maybe he was brought to, but anyway, lola niya, great-grandmother niya, Maranao mother, went to Lanao, maybe he went to... Ang negosyo ng mga in-laws niya, yung mga jars, you ask the customs people here, pati yung mga chiefs of police, mga jars, mga, alam mo, galing Singapore, maybe ukay-ukay. At 18 years old, he learned the ropes there because he had to help. Kasi palamunin lang siya ng in-laws niya. Now, where is Pulong now? Nasa Patalian, sigurado ko. Yan ang alam niya hanap buhay. Kung sabi niya, drugs, alam niya papatayin ko siya. Kung hindi, ipapatay ko siya. Yan ang totoo niyan. Where is he now? Where will be he tonight? Pantalan yan. Yan ang hanap buhay niya eh. Pero sabi ko, huwag kang pumasok dyan sa mga karkar. Gusto mo, bumili ka kung may pera ka. Kaya this smuggling. This has been going on. Ang history natin is for centuries na. Even the customs is more than a century old. Pero itong smuggling na ito, this kind of racket has been going on again and again and again over a period of centuries. Well, it has to stop. Ayaw kong ipagbili. Kasi kung ipagbili ko, consigned to a fictitious person, igagrahe lang ninyo yan dyan, hindi mo kayo. And when the time comes, they are sold to an auction. Yung auction diyang opisina, tatawag na rin sa isang sindikato dito. Siya lang yan. Wala man akong nabasa sa newspaper na may auction. Gusto ko rin bumili baski second hand. Wala. O maya. So, auction. Then again, mag-import na naman itong mga unggoy na to. Putang ina. Huminto kayo. Huminto kayo. At least during my time, I plead to you. Total, paalis lang ako. I'm just a passing concern. 4 years, wala nung. I'm not saying the weird one. I'm addressing myself to the entire government machinery. Itong mga cabinet members, they're only allowed 1 month to process. The directors of this country must do it in 1 week. You fail to do it. I'm opening a border office there because I would like to resume the barter trade. That's the only business that our brother Moros know how to. But Dominguez wants a stringent measure. Well, maybe, kung sino yung gusto magpunta doon sa Hulo-Sulo, magpa-assign doon, let me know. Because I'm drawing the skeletal diagram. Doon kayo ipa-assign. Kasi mag-smuggle kayo doon. Kayo ang bahala na kayo doon. I will not hesitate to do it. I have fired so many. Alam mo, somebody told me, Mayor, sa panahon mo, maraming lumalabas ha, buwan-buwan, spending public money. So tinignan ko, pati itong si Marina, nandito ba yung buang, si Paeng, yung putang inang yan. 22 trips a year. He wants to attend every convention doon. May climate change sa Africa conference nandoon. May climate change sa Brazil nandoon. May climate change sa New York, Brazil. Marami yan sila, puro climate change. Putang inang bagyo na yun. Pinupuwit pa yung isa, pumapasok na naman yung isa. Rumamit, turo, hindi na turo. And you're spending people's money. Itong isa, sabi niya, may standing provision. All government employees, if you travel economy class, you want comfortable, you add if you have the money. Do not travel mabuhay. You will have to explain to me. Show me the receipt that you added more to be upgraded there to them. Because it is not our money. Yan ang mahirap dyan. So we take the cheapest. What is the way? Well, ganon. Travel. First class. Mabuhay. That's the thing. That's the how to do it. Masabihin mo na parang namang hindi dumaan ng... Kaya nga I'm asking only for years. Maybe I too am guilty about it. Kung presidente na ako ngayon, I carry the burden of, wag na yung mga moral, I carry the burden of the trust of the people. Work with me only for 3 years. Papatapos na yan. It's eating the 4th year now of my term. Just give us a respite of about 4 years. Okay na ako, bahala na pagkatapos. But in my time, I was talking to Davao, the Japanese ambassador. Sa Davao, ako pick up lang. Paski dito pick up lang. Yung mga taga Davao, alam niyo yan. Pero yung mga taga Davao, kasi nagmamagandang loob yung Japan. Japan wants to help us also. Give us 26 Monteros Mitsubishi. Sabi ko sa mga pulis, hoy, kasi ako, hindi ako barat. Hindi ako kumabili ng yung mga lowest bid. I do not believe in that shit. Yung lowest bid, that has been the source of government corruption all this year. Alam ng kuha yan. And there was a statement by Congress na we cannot altogether remove. I will not obey you and even the COA. Lahat ng projects will be on turnkey. Oh, parang Swiss challenge. Ito, I'm building this mega structure. You want it? Oh, build it for me. You just follow the specification. Because at the end of the day sa delivery, may hindi maganda dyan, hindi kita bayaran. Worse, I would expropriate it and I'll just give you token amount. Yeah. Lowest bid, there's a group here in the Philippines just going around playing golf. And just hearing kung sinong may syudad na may bidding. Yung grupo na yan, yung legitimate magbid na ganong amount. 100 million, ito yung amin, offer, 95. Mag-dive itong mga unggoy na to, pababa. Kunwari, pababa rin siya pababa. So, sa lowest, so a government project worth 100,000, if you build it for only, I'll pay you something like 60. Mananalo ka talaga. So, magkati-hati yung mga gagong yan. That is very good. May kasama mga babae. Kilala ko, gusto kong patayin ang mga, one of these days, mapaambos yan. Kaya lang ko, nandoon sa table nila, kasi magaganda yung babae nila. So, pinapatulan ko. Yung babae kinakausap po, hindi sila. Yan ang mga gagawin yan. So, yung mga parang lipstick. After 1 or 2 thunderstorms, wala na. Unsafe. Magbigay sa office of the president. Kung hindi ang presidente yung corrupt, ang tao. Tapos magbigay pa sa governor. Magbigay pa sa mayor. Magbigay pa sa congressman. Magbigay pa doon sa barangay captain ang putang ina niya. Ako kung bakit, pati barangay captain magpirma sa completion sa project. Maghingi yan. So, ilan na lang naiwan para sa project? About a third or a half. So, you get this lousy thing. Ngayon, if COA will insist on that, you can charge me. Kasi you know very well, Commission on Audit, pati kayong ombudsman, that process of lowest bid corrupts everybody there. So yun lang. Kaya yung police sinabi ko, kasi nagbibili ako Isuzu, Toyota. And they are still there. Yung binili kong mayor ako, dinagdagan pa ng Japanese government, Kasi yung nabili ko yan, ayun ko kung kaninong panahon yun. Nagbili ako ng mga Hilux. Tarantadong pulis na ito, opisyal, gidriban, lasig, bidugo, natumba ngayon sa pagtingin ko. One week old lang yung Toyota na sinaw pa masyado. Ano ba sinaw sa Tagalog? Kasi itong mga Tagalog ayaw mag-aral ng Bisaya, mga buang. Makintab pa masyado paglabas. Ako pa nagsama doon sa... Kita ko, nasira. Gusto kong umiyak. Talagang napaiyak ako. Siyempre, mayor ka. Ganda yung sakyan. Ito, tarantadong pulis na to. Kaya nung nagpunta yung dineliver Poro Montero, hindi nabutan, malas kayo. Japanese assistance. May sinabi ako sa kanila. Pero ang eager beaver naman, ang mga tao ko sumubra. May, pahingi nga ng pahingi na nung pamphlet na ginawa ninyo. Pero this is not intended. Again, mga kapatid kong Assalamualaikum, hindi ito para sa inyo. Pero ang litratong ginamit kasi ng tumbong na ito si Bong, apo ito sa biggest printing press outside of Manila. Alam mo yung mga taga Davao, yung Tesoro, good ng UM. Manila yan. Hindi na kailangan magnagaw ng frigate yan. Mayate na yan eh. Kaya sabi ko nga, there was a talk. Sinabi sa kanya, you'll be called to testify. Sabi ko, that is your golden opportunity para senador ka. So atan tumakbo ng senador, si Bato gusto rin mag-gobernador. Si Panelo, isa pa rin yun, artista. Ito, printing press niya ito. Sinabi ko, I was talking about, not only about cars, sisirain nila. You take care of that. Because ang sekreto is maintenance. So, sayang naman, in front of the Japanese ambassador said, make it last. Ordinary wear and tear. Kaya sabi ko, hoy kayo, hoy, kinig kayo ha, puro no. Sinabi ko, do not do foolish thing. And I said, not during my watch. Wag sa panahon ko. So those were catchy words, but it was just spur of the moment. Tingnan mo ang ginawa. Ang Samarawi tuloy, baka sabihin ng mga Moro, hoy, hindi kayo kasali. Kanta kung tarantado kayo, kasali talaga kayo. Pero hindi ko ito na-distribute. Binibigay ko lang sa... Pag pinagalang kita nito, ibig sabihin kandidato ka na sa extrajudicial killing. I just leave one for... Lagay ko yan sa And Billy is here. I mean no offense. Customs. Ito yung mga traditional Fortunately, kayo, parang kita nila easy money. At alam mo kung bakit. Nung mayor pa ako, magpa-recommend, pa-endorse, ngayong presidente ako, pati yung mga supporters ko, o sige, bayad tayo ng utang na loob. Saan mo gusto? Sa customs, sir? Ay, pag yan ang lumabas sa bunga ko, pasensya ka. Pag saan gusto mo? Sir, sa BIR, sir. Tapos, ang totoo niyan, prangkahan ko kayo. Maglibot ka any town, any municipality, huwag lang kayong ma-insulto. It might be a product of your toil. Not all of you are corrupt. Please believe me. not all of you are without morality. Pero baski doon sa Davao, maghanap po ng magandang bahay is the BIR and the customs. That's the sad part. I hate to say it because it leaves a bad taste in the mouth. Kaya ako, kung if they are not the incorrigible one, so palampasin mo lang. Kung ikaw yung bato-bato sa langit, tamaan mo magalit, I am just echoing and re-echoing the deep-seated sentiment of the people. So yan lang ang problema kasi ang nagsulat nito mukhang nandito. Kahiya naman kung hindi ko basahin. Just give me about 1.5 minutes and I'll be through. I'll just read the speech. Ito yung pang-formal. Ito yung isa, pangmura yun. I greet the Bureau of Customs on the occasion of its 160th anniversary today. It has been a long and challenging journey for the agency as it strove to curb customs fraud, facilitate trade through effective customs management system. However, much remains to be done. The BOC needs to improve its overall revenue collection to meet its target so that the government will have more funds for its priority development program. Now, putulin ko muna. What happens now to the breeder? Yung winasak. May value pa ba yan, ma'am? Is there still a value? Kasi magamit pa. Kasi just make me a rough computation. A true and correct, rough lang. Ngayon ba, without looking into the papers, how much it is? Kasi ang order ko kay DILG Secretary, pati kay, I don't know who's the other one, sabi ko, ibigay ninyo sa tiga pabili ng bakal. At least, hindi sila makakotse ng ganon. Pero baka may kuha pa sila doon, di laruan na. Kawa naman. So, I will pay. If there's a liability there, I will pay. Para walang, I know that there's still, however low, or however small, it's still a thing of value. So just make me a computation. Walang problema, ako ang magbayad. Ipa-distribute ko na ngayon. Pakuha ko siguro sa police. General Anyo would take care of it. Puro yan sila general ngayon sa... Marami sa cabinet ko, we are shadowed by all halos military men. At karamihan sa kanila, puro Ilocano. Kaming mga Bisaya dyan, dalawa na lang siguro. Pag mag-retire pa ito, si Bato, pati sino mag-retire? Baka maghunta na lang siguro kayo. Okay naman. Ha? And I will... do not fight it out. You want me out? Tell me. Wala akong takot-takutin dyan na magkudit-takot. You just tell me, Mayor, gusto namin mag-take over. O sige, halika kayo dito. Oh, there. Secretary Esperon, Peña, si John Anyo, Bato. Oh, raise your right hands. We, the members of the junta, members of the APPLP, now officially takes over the reign. And we will solve all corruption. Lahat. At we will, kaligaya ko na lang. Bakit kayo magipag-away sa akin? Ang patay ninyo, sundalo rin. Patay ninyo, mga mista ninyo. Puro ba? Kalukuhan. Basta kung gusto nyo, kasi ako naghahanap lang rin ng rason. If you provide me the reason, bye-bye. Wala kayo dyan. Total, magkaibigan man tayo. Why do you have to fuck with kudita? Buang. Inyo na yan. Uwi na ako sa amin. So, yan ang guarantee ko. No dictatorships. No extension. Ready to abbreviate my term as early as if you can get to it in 2020. Fine. No more mountains to climb. No more challenges to meet. I'm done. Binigay na sa akin ang Panginoong Diyos. May isa lang na sabi ko, nagpe-pray ako, God, please extend. Sabi ng Diyos, akala ko ba ayaw mo ng extension? Hindi sa pwesto. Alam mo na. Sabi niya, hoy Duterte, putang ina mo. 72 ka na. Matulog ka na lang ng maaga. Sabi ko, extend. Lord, yun, extend ba? Sabi na, akala ko ba yung ibang extend? Sabi niya, ilang taon ka na? Bas 22. Magdasal ka na lang. No more. No more extension. Marami dito. Malot lang. Ewan ko ito kami ito Dominguez, classmate ko ito. Kababata ko na to, classmate ko pa. Siya yung, ayaw niya aminin na valedictorian namin. From kindergarten to upway. Ako, 75 lang. Took me 7 years to finish high school. Matatapos na yan sila, ako nagpaiwan. Sa law, 76, 77. Agiri, cum laude yan. Pero naubos ang buhok sa kakaaral. Tugadi, valedictorian yan. Agiri, cum laude yata. Magna. Lahat yan sila yung classmate ko. Dennis, Talingko. Parang isa ka pa dyan. Ito, isa rin yan. Ingay sa klase. Napalibutan ako dyan. Well, you know, the guy was criticizing about the passport last night. What a chance to do it, but I was wondering, so we'll take care of it. No, he lied to Congress and he's gone. And I don't know what he's talking about. Kaya kung nilagay kita dyan, kasi sabi ko, solve mo. Anyway, puro mga valedictorian. Yasay is a son of a ministro, pastor. Kaya when he talks, talagang perfect English. Oxford ang ano niyan. Ayoko, nakapunta ng Oxford ko, ayaw ko. Pagkaalam ko niyan, fugitive yan. Kasi hinahanap ng military yan noong 1972 batch kami. So I'm surrounded with valedictorian. Anya is very good. And Danaro went to school outside. Saan ka nag-aral?
Australia, boss.
Australian graduate to. Ito, Davao City Elementary School lang. Pero, sad to say, just like the military, sad to say, with all the valedictorians and military people, Lorenzana is bright. He's the valedictorian. Totoo yan. Sabi ni Kibuloy ba pastor? Sabi niya, he was a classmate sa Notre Dame. Si Delphin, pikit yan, Cotabato. He was their valedictorian. For all of this mga valedictorian, mga gwapo, mga foresight, minsan Billy, very consistent. Magtingin ako sa kanila ngayon, mga trabahante kung mula itong yawa na ito. They all work for the 75. So, yung anak ninyo mag-75, hayaan lang ninyo. In the long run, isa sa mga anak ninyo maging presidente. Tignan ninyo. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for your inspiring...
Yan ang talumpati ni Pangulong Duterte sa pagdiriwang ng anibersaryo ng Bureau of Customs. Dito muling iginiit ng Pangulo ang kanyang galit sa korupsyon sa pamahalaan. Gusto raw ng Pangulo na pangunahan ng gabinete ang laban kontra korupsyon. Tungkol naman sa isinusulong niyang federalismo, nagbabala ang Pangulo na magkakaroon ng digmaan sa Mindanao kung hindi magbabago ang government structure. Pangako ng Pangulo kung magiging perfect daw ang federal system sa bansa, bababa siya sa pwesto bago pa man matapos ang termino niya. Bago ang talumpati ng Pangulo, sinira ng Bureau of Customs ang hindi bababa sa 30 smuggled luxury vehicles na nakumpiska nila nitong nakaraang taon. Sinaksihan ng Pangulo ang isinagawang pagsira sa Port of Manila. May mga sinira ring sasakyan sa Port of Cebu at Port of Davao. Dati nang sinabi ng Pangulo na ang pagsira sa mga sasakyan ay babala sa mga smuggler na hindi kukonsintihin ng ating gobyerno ang smuggling. Sa mga nakalipas na taon, isinusubasta ng gobyerno ang mga nasasabat na kontrabando. Pero may impormasyon daw ang Pangulo na ang mga smuggler lang din ang bumibili sa mga luxury vehicle kapag ipinapasubasta na ang mga ito. Kaya para matigil daw ito, minabuting sirain na lang ang mga sasakyan.